and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Well, that's a very nice welcome indeed from the habitués and the sons of habitués. Begging your pardon, sir. But for those of you who don't know the name, so that we can make it a universal, acclaiming welcome to me, just to start me off, can we have it again? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Isn't that delightful? It sounds like a nuptial susurration of Niagaras when you all say sax together. Ladies and gentlemen, we have tonight, for your delight, for your edification, for, where necessary, your education, we have a feast, a program of enormous opulence. And we start the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen, with one of your favorite artistes, Mr. John Hewer. Now, Mr. John Hewer, ladies and gentlemen, who lately has had half the crowned heads of Europe rolling in the aisles with his comical incongruities, is going to sing for you a song entitled Where Did You Get That Hat, which I would like to dedicate to the lady sitting over there in the trilby. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the inimitable, the incomparable, and, as his parents once thought, the almost inconceivable Johnny Hewer!
The way I came to get this hat is very strange and funny. Grandfather died and left to me his property and money. And when the will it was read out, they told me straight and flat, if I would have his money, I must always wear this hat. Hey, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just a proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where I go, they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Here you are, with the aid of my hat, I should now like to give you an impression of famous historical personages. First of all, who's this? The Laughing Cavalier. If I go to the opera house in the opera season, there's always someone shouts at me without the slightest reason. If I go to a concert hall to have a jolly spree, there's always some comedian who is sure to shout at me, hey, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just a proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Where I go, they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? Here you are, another impression of a famous historical personality. Who's this? The Laughing Rose and Cavalier. At 21, I thought I would to my sweetheart get married. The people in the neighbourhood had said too long we tarried. So off to church I went right quick, determined to get wed. I had not long been in there when the parson to me said, where did you get that hat? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just a proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that. Wherever I go, they shout, hello, where did you get that hat? And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the aid of my hat, I should like to give you my impression of the Battle of Bunker Hill. First of all, the American side. Partners, don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. And now the British side. Don't shoot till we've had a cup of tea. When Colonel South, the millionaire, gave his last garden party, I was among the guests who got a welcome warm and hearty. The Prince of Wales was also there, and my heart jumped with glee when someone said the Prince would like to have a word with me. He did. He said, he whispered, where did you get that? Where did you get that? Isn't it a lovely one? Just the same as that. Oh, where did you get that? Where did you get that tile? Isn't it a knobby one and just a proper style? I should like to have one just the same as that.
Gentlemen, all that you will have Mr. John Hewer once again later on in the saloon program. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I must commiserate with the gentleman over there who tried to sing that song so fast through a hot dog that I think he's suffering at the moment from strangulated epiglottis. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy indeed to be able to introduce to you now the sauciest songstress of the Song Saloon in my old man, Rita Williams!
had to move away, 'cause the rent we couldn't pay. The moving van came round just after dark. There was me and my old man shoving things inside the van, which we'd often done before, let me remark. We packed all that could be packed in the van, and that's a fact, and we got inside all we could get inside. Then we packed all we could pack on the tailboard at the back, till there wasn't any room for me to ride. My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Oh, when the cart with the old bags in it, I walked behind with the old cotton linen, while I dillied and dallied, dallied and dillied, lost the van and don't know where to run. I stopped on the way to have the old dog watered, and I can't find my way home. Oh, I'm in such a mess, I don't know the new address, don't even know the blessed neighbourhood. And I feel as if I might have to stay out all the night, and that ain't going to do me any good. I don't make no complaint, but I'm coming over faint. What I want now is a good substantial feed. And I sort of kind of feel, if I don't soon have a meal, I shall have to rob the linnet of his seed. Oh, my old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Oh, with the old bags in it, I walk behind with the old cotton linen, and I dilly and dally, dally and dilly, lost me way and don't know where to go. I stopped on the way to have the old dog watered, and I can't find my way home. Everybody, come on! My old man said follow the van and don't dilly-dally on the way. Oh, when the crowd with the old bags in it, I walk behind with the old cotton linen, I dilly and dally, I dally and dilly, lost my way and don't know where to go. Now you can't trust the specials like the old time coppers. You can't find your way home.
May I ask if the gentleman sitting at the back there with, I think, the dark green, the olive green four in hand is by way of being a bird fancier? Are you, sir? Or a bird mounter, perhaps? And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us be, for the nonce, serious as we sit here on our plush pile seats, ladies and gentlemen. Let us be serious and remember that in the midst of splendor and of life, there are sober moments of nostalgia. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we give you Mr. Charles Young to sing for you If Those Lips Could Only Speak. Ladies and gentlemen, the Adonis of the saloon, the mould of fashion, the very glass of form, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charles Young!
He stood in a beautiful mansion, surrounded by riches and gold. He gazed at the beautiful picture that hung in a frame of gold. 'Twas a picture of a lady, so beautiful, young and fair. To the beautiful lifelike features, he murmured in sad despair, if those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, beautiful golden tresses were there in reality. Could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. With all his great power and his riches, he knows he can never replace one thing in that mansion that's absent, his wife's tender smiling face. And each time he sees her picture, these same words he'll always say: all my wealth I would freely forfeit and toil for you night and day. If those lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were there in reality, could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful golden frame. All together, the lips could only speak, if those eyes could only see, if those beautiful golden tresses were there in reality, could I only take your hand as I did when you took my name? But it's only a beautiful picture in a beautiful
Wouldn't it indeed be wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, if some very clever scientific gentleman like Mr. Edison would invent for us a talking picture? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to introduce for the first time on the program tonight, in a song entitled Daddy Wouldn't Buy Me a Bow Wow, which at the moment is the rage of Paris, we give you that vertiginous, vital spark of the Song Saloon, Miss Barbara Windsor!
I love my little cat, I do. Its coat is oh so warm. It comes each day with me to school and sits upon the form. When teacher says, why did you bring that little pet of yours? I tell her that I bring my cat along with me because Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow, 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 wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. I've got a little cat and I'm very fond of that, but I'd rather have a bow wow, wow. We used to have two tiny dogs, such pretty little dears. But Daddy sold them 'cause they used to bite each other's ears. I cried all day at 8 at night. Papa sent me to bed. When Ma came home and wiped my eyes, I cried again and said, Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow wow. Daddy wouldn't buy me a bow
ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy indeed to give you a song which I would like to dedicate to a couple in the audience, if we have, in this happy, smiling throng, two people who've been married for a long time. Have we? And how long have you been married? How long, madam? 46 years, ladies and gentlemen. So may we dedicate to you My Old Dutch, to be sung by the doyen of the Song Saloon, Mr. Barney Gilbraith!
I've got a pal, a regular arder. She's a dear good old gal, and I'll tell you all about her. It's many years since first we met. Her hair was then as black as jet. It's whiter now, but she don't fret. Not my old gal. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for me dear old Dutch. No, there ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for me dear old Dutch. I calls her Sal, her proper name is Sarah, and you may find a gal as you'd consider fairer. She ain't an angel, she can start a jawing till it makes you smart. She's just a woman, bless her heart, is my old gal. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. No, there ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for me dear old Dutch.
Ladies and gentlemen, so far in our program tonight we've had all solos. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we give you a muscular masculinity of mellifluousness in the person, ladies and gentlemen, of the four singing waiters of the Song.
By the old mill stream I'm dreaming, Nellie, dear, Nellie. Dreaming of your bright eyes gleaming, Nellie, dear, as they used to fondly glow when we sat there long ago, listening to the waters flow, Nellie, dear, sweet Nellie, dear. I can hear the robin singing, Nellie, oh, Nellie, sweetest recollections bringing, Nellie, and they seem to sing to you with your tender eyes of blue, for I know they miss you too, Nellie, dear, my Nellie. There's an old mill by the stream, Nellie, dear, oh, Nellie, where we used to sit and dream, Nellie, dear, oh, Nellie, dear, and the waters as they flow seem to murmur, sweet and low, you're my heart's desire, I love you evening when I sit alone a-dreaming of days gone by, love, to me so dear.
To me so dear.
There's a picture that in fancy oft appearing brings back the time, love, when you were near.
When you were near.
It is then I wonder where you are, my darling, and if your heart to me is still the same. For the sighing wind and nightingale are singing, are breathing only your own sweet name. Sweet Adeline,
Sweet
Adeline, my Adeline,
Sweet Adeline.
At night, dear heart,
At night, dear heart,
for you I pine, sweet Adeline, in all my dreams,
in all my dreams,
your fair face beams,
your fair face beams.
you're the flower of my heart, sweet Adeline, sweet Adeline.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a short intermission for refreshment for all those parched throats, during which all the ladies and gentlemen will find the ample means provided to satisfy the needs of the inner lady and gentleman. Thank you. I'm sure you don't mean all of that. I'm sure part of that is hops and yeast. But thank you very much indeed. I see some of us sauntering, to put a kindly word on it, sauntering down the aisles back to their seats. And now that we've all arrived, shall we say, lubricated but not lubricious or libidinous, I'll explain later to the band. They only know tonic sulfur. To your seats, let us have something a little healthier than these indoor celebrations that we've been having. Let us have now, ladies and gentlemen, the promised return in row of Rita Williams!
Jones, he had a cute little boat, and all the girlies he would take for a float. He had girlies on the shore, sweet little peaches by the score, but Master John
stage from the first part of our program tonight, we give you once again Johnny Hewer, who's going to sing for you It's a Great Big Shame. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Hewer!
I've lost me pal, the best in all the town. But don't you think him dead because he ain't. But since he's wed, he's had to knuckle down. It's enough to vex the temper of a saint. He's a brewer's drayman with a leg of mutton fist and as strong as a bullock or an horse. But in her hands, he's just like a little kid. Oh, I wish as I could get him a divorce. It's a great big shame, and if she belonged to me, I'd let her know who's who. I'm hanging at a fella, what is 6'3", and her only 4'2". They hadn't been married not a month nor more, when underneath her thumb goes Jim. Isn't it a pity that the likes of her should put up the likes of him? On a Sunday morning, with a dozen pals or more, we'd play at pitch and toss along the lead. But now she bullies him a scrubbing to the floor. Such a change I never did see. With an apron on him, I twigged him on his knees, a scrubbing up the old hearthstone. What with emptying the ashes and the shelling of the peas, I'm blowed if he can call itself his own. It's a great big shame that if he belonged to me, I'd let her know who's who. Hanging at a fella, but he's 6'3", and her only 4'2". They hadn't been married not a month nor more, when underneath her thumb goes Jim. Isn't it a pity that the likes of her should put her on the likes of him? Altogether, it's a great big shame, and if he belonged to me, come on now then, come on, Mama, you know this one. They hadn't been married not a month nor more, when underneath her thumb goes Jim. Isn't it a pity that the likes of her should put up on the likes of
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I do assure you that it is pure coincidence that I think that our next artiste is about 4'2". Ladies and gentlemen, we give you once again Barbara Windsor, and she's going to give you an evocation, ladies and gentlemen, of Kensington Gardens, of perambulators, of nannies with their streamers flying in the breeze. Soldiers in the park, number 10 on the song sheets. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Windsor!
Where's the music that is half so sweet? Ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. As the trample of the soldiers' feet. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. Come and listen to the march they play. Ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. You can hear them from afar with the gay tuan-tuan.
Miss Windsor has relatives in front, but for those who are not in the know, she can't help wiggling her bustle. It's purely anatomical. She has a movable mezzanine. And now, ladies, and I assure you, I may be an old man, but I'm enchanted. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we give you Daphne Anderson. Now, Miss Anderson is going to sing a song which, by some misdemeanor of the printer's devil, is not on your song sheets. And I suggest, for those of you who don't know the chorus of I've Gone Out of the Day, it would be very nice indeed if you hummed, which tonight shouldn't be difficult, and those of you who can't hum can la, la, la. Ladies and gentlemen, enchanting, ever adorable, Daphne Anderson!
Joe had been wed but a couple of years. He loved his young wife so truly. She was an angel in every respect, gentle and never unruly. And when their sweet baby appeared on the scene, life seemed to be so extremely serene. But one day he came home, his wife she had gone, and left him a note. How his fond heart was torn. He sank in a chair with a sad aching head. And this is the note from his wife that he read. I've gone out for the day with the boy that I adore. He's better looking than you, beautiful hair and eyes of blue. Don't give way to your grief, your sorrow try to smother. For I must confess to you that I adore another. Tea was quite out of the question for Joe. He sat in the chair sadly thinking of the wife that he loved so much better than life. Oh, how his poor heart was sinking. But the door softly opened. He turned round to see his wife with the baby, her face full of glee. He stood there aghast as she said, "Oh, you jay, why, this is the boy I took out for the day. What I said in my letter was perfectly true. You'll own that he's much better looking than you." I've gone out for the day with the boy that I adore. He's better looking than you, beautiful hair and eyes of blue. Don't give way to your grief, your sorrow try to smother. For I must confess to you that I adore another. I've gone out for the day with the boy that I adore. He's better looking than you, beautiful hair and eyes of blue. Don't give way to your grief, your sorrow try to smother. For I must confess to you that I adore
There, gentlemen, Miss Daphne Anderson has accomplished the well-nigh impossible, and in one evening has made fathers of us all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we give you, once again, Mr. Charles Young, who is going to sing for you a song called Soldiers of the Queen. And I feel that this is the point, ladies and gentlemen, in which we should do honor to Her Gracious Majesty. I suggest that those of you who have full glasses and those who have half-empty glasses stand up with me and toast Queen Victoria. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless Queen Victoria!
please loyally declaim about the way we rule the waves. Every Briton's song is just the same when singing of a soldier's brave. All the world has heard it, wonders why we sing, and some have learned the reason why. We're not forgetting it, we're not letting it fade away or gradually die. Fade away or gradually die. It's the soldiers of the Queen, my lad, who feed my lad, who sing my lad, in the fight for England's glory, lad, of its worldwide glory, let us sing. And when we say we've always won, and when they ask us how it's done, we'll proudly point to every one of England's soldiers of the Queen. Together, it's the soldiers of the Queen, my lads, who feed my lads, who sing my lads, in the fight for England's glory, lads, of its worldwide glory, let us sing. And when we say we've always won, and when they ask us how it's done, we'll proudly point to every one of England's soldiers of the
Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Charles Young, for that martial rendering of that wonderful song. I wonder if by any chance we have any or one American in front, have we?
Yes, sir.
We have? There you are. By the sound of it, a Bostonian?
No, from the south.
From the south. Well, may I tell you that all is forgiven and forgotten. and we welcome all our revolting colonists back. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the far-flung outposts of the British Empire, we come a little nearer home to when we were all, or rather some of us, were little girls. Ladies and gentlemen, well, I don't know you well enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you... That's a very nice soprano giggle, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you in I Don't Want to Play in Your Yard, number 10 on the song sheets. We give you Little Rita Williams and Little Barbara Windsor!
Once there lived side by side two little maids, both of them dressed alike, hair down in braids, both in white pinafores, stockings of red, little sunbonnets tied on each pretty head. When school was over, secrets they tell, whispering arm in arm down in the dell. One day a quarrel came, big tears were shed. You can't play in our yard, but the other said, I don't want to play in your yard. I don't love you anymore. You'll be sorry when you see me swinging on my garden door. You shall come and pick my panty. You come by my apple tree.
love remembers yet quarrel and kiss.
In dreams of childish days, they hear the cry. You come play in our yard, and the old reply.
I don't want to play in your yard. I don't love you anymore. You'll be sorry when you see me swinging on my garden door. You should come and pick my pansies. You should climb my apple tree. I don't want to play in your yard. If you weren't me good to me, anybody, I don't want to play in your yard. I don't love you anymore. You'll be sorry when you see me swinging on my garden door. You shall come and pick my pansies. You shall climb my apple tree. I don't want to play in your yard. If you won't be good to me.
Thank you, Miss Williams and Miss Windsor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, is the orchestra going to keep on talking under my breath? Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to conclude our evening's entertainment, we assemble the entire company of the Song Saloon to sing for you in a medley, and with you, ladies and gentlemen, some old favorites. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire company, Mr. Tony Osborne and his aspiring acolytes, but this time, ladies and gentlemen, chiefly yourselves!